Alright, hello everyone. Welcome to You Like That Extra, a midweek review show where we look at a more accessible movie that's not new release and there's no news and there's no questions, but it is in the main feed and it's on the same channel and we don't send you anywhere. It's the same fucking show, but at a different time.
Yeah, slightly different times, but same place.
My name is Jack. I am one half of that show. This show is called You Like That Extra.
And my name is Adam. I'm the other half of You Like That Extra.
This week, it's the wrap-up week. Halloween was 5 days ago, but we're still doing Halloween stuff. It's the final week of Face Your Fear. Last week we did Eight-Legged Freaks because my fear is spiders. This week we're doing Adam's fear.
Yes, so one of the Manly Deadly S's. This one being snakes.
Oh, yeah, snakes.
You can say shit-shaped shower.
Yes, I was.
I love multiple of those things.
Yeah, snakes. I fucking love a snake. I love snakes.
They're just.
I think they're fucking fascinating.
Behind glass, I can appreciate a very well-coloured snake.
Yeah.
I will say they look gorgeous. Some of them look really, really good. Mm-hmm. But the minute that glass is gone, you better fucking believe I am halfway to Jerusalem.
Yes, part of me loving them is respecting them enough to never pick one up in the wild.
Yeah.
Especially because we're from the country known as Australia.
Yeah, I will happily live a coexisting life if it just scuttles along.
Yeah.
I walk my own way. No exchange of words. We just go our separate paths, and that's okay.
So contrary to the spiders we have here, Australia, we don't have the biggest snakes, but they pack a fucking punch. Like the ones we
have
do
some of the deadliest, though.
Yeah, we have the ones.
Don't worry about the size.
The ones we do have will fuck you up.
Yeah, size don't always matter.
Yeah, snakes you're best to stay away from. Or get in a little tugboat and drive straight towards them.
Yes, very
because
much.
This week we're doing the 1997 banger Anaconda.
Yes!
This is directed by a man named Luis Loza, who did fucking nothing. He did like 4 other movies. One of them had Sniper in the title.
Yeah, but I don't think it was any Sniper that
we're
aware
of.
Sniper,
Mercenary War or some shit. It was something like that.
Very short Wikipedia page for that guy.
But where this movie shines is the cast. Well, you know the people in the cast.
Yeah, we'll say yeah.
Jennifer Lopez, Jon Voight, Eric Stoltz. Interestingly, Eric Stoltz shot most of the first Back to the Future as Marty McFly. And then the director was like, I really like him. Let's recast. That's his claim to fame.
Rip. Absolute rip.
Ice Cube, Jonathan Hyde, Owen Wilson, very briefly, Danny Trejo, and Kari Wura, who we saw last week. She is the lead in Eight-Legged Freaks. Co-lead, sorry. This had a budget of $45 million US, raked in $136.8 million US.
Big budget for 97.
The box office? Yeah, fucking huge, man. A lot of that would have been cast, I reckon.
Yeah, more than anything.
Like Jennifer Lopez at the time. Holy shit.
Mm.
The score. Critics 37%, audience 24%. The audience is lower than the critics in this one. This is not a favourite.
I feel like
many people.
I feel like people just came there like later on through the Rotten Tomatoes lifetime.
Yeah.
Because I feel like back in the day, it probably would have got a little bit more.
Yeah, probably.
And now everyone's just sort of like, I was trying to find a snake movie and I found this garbage.
Yeah.
And you're like, but were you there? And you're like, no. And you're like, well, you don't fucking get it.
Plot: a National Geographic film taken hostage on the Amazon by a deranged hunter who is hell-bent on capturing a mythical anaconda. Anaconda's a big snake.
Very big snake. Can get very large.
If you didn't gather that. Adam, what did you think of the movie Anaconda? Have you seen it before?
Yes.
Okay.
Anaconda was in my early years of getting into movies, sort of stumbling upon them on free-to-air TV.
Yep.
Very briefly, some hired out from Video Easy or Blockbuster, Leading Edge, all of those classic places to go to. So I had seen it before, but it was at least 15 odd years or so since I had seen it. So going into most of this movie, I was pretty blind and did not remember certain things. I was like, oh yeah, that part, and then that. But for the majority, it was like I was starting fresh with this one. Mm-hmm. It's a fucking joyous movie, isn't it?
It's pretty fun.
It's
a lot of fun.
Like, you go into it and you knowing what you're going to expect. This is a quote-unquote monster movie.
Schlocky monster movie.
It's, it's a realistic... It's basically they saw Jaws and went, let's do that but with a snake.
Yeah.
And I think they had a red hot crack with it.
Yeah.
It had its moments in practicality.
Extremely different tonally to Eight-Legged Freaks. This is
100%.
This is not taking the piss. This is an actual crack.
Yeah, this is a legit crack of going, what's a simple story that we can make?
Yeah.
And make it seem, for one, believable, and two, somewhat interesting to a point where it can be a little bit scary, and then a little bit actiony, and then just a little bit of mystery shrouded in there as well.
Yeah. Because
as the movie goes, you sort of not really... you're not given a big story other than, there's probably an ancient tribe in the Amazon here that we're going to try and document.
Yeah.
BT.2, there's some big some big fuck off snakes in here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of by the by.
Yeah.
It's just like,
It's not like but
it's a myth.
Yeah, it's the myth, and it's sort of like they shroud that in the background of going, it's the myth. These tribes, they worship the snakes as gods.
Yeah.
And they're fucking huge.
Yeah.
And it's good because it's not convoluted and like, it was a spilled oil tin of fucking acid and mutated the snakes.
Yeah. It's a character movie.
Yeah.
And then they just happen to meet another character who then leads them to the snake.
Yeah. It's everything you'd expect from a late 90s movie.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's very tropey.
It fits the bill.
Very tropey.
Fits the bill very well between the fighting you get, the gunplay, the schlocky villainous characters. It's all full of that.
Yeah.
And you just take it on a good little boat ride.
Yeah. It starts off as the movie Jungle Cruise.
Yes.
It's exactly the same movie.
All I could think of.
It is literally...
They had the massive shot at the back. You just see the tugboat just popping along the river. I'm just like, I just watched this a couple of months ago.
And you got the snooty British bloke with his too many luggage.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, this is exactly the movie Jungle Cruise.
just a couple more people.
Yeah.
I will say, though, I completely forgot Owen Wilson was in this movie.
Yeah.
So when it kicked off, and I'm just like, the fuck?
Yeah.
They literally have fucking everyone in this movie.
He meets a grisly demise.
He does.
He gets squished inside out. This is one of the last movies I did for my Instagram reviews.
Oh, really?
Before I shut it down to focus on this show. So fucking subscribe, bastards. This is, we went to Blockbuster when we were kids, and you are the older brother, so you know this. Older brothers just tell you shit, and it's not true. Right? So we're at Blockbuster, we saw Anaconda, and I was like, I would like to rent that, but I guess we're only allowed one movie.
Yeah. And
my brother didn't want to rent that. So he was like, nah, someone at school said, this movie should be banned. It's so scary. It's the scariest movie you'll ever see. So, I was fucking 6 or whatever. Just like that mythos just straight into my head. Yeah. And up until I saw it when I was 26, I had just been like, oh, no, Anaconda's the scariest movie ever made. Yeah. I would just say it as fact because my brother wanted to rent Liar or something back in 1997.
Yep, fair.
But yeah, that's my relationship with this movie. It's not a scary movie at all.
No, they don't really try to make it seem overly scary. There's no massive jump scares and.
Yeah, they try to do the atmosphere show less sort of thing, Jaws. Like Jaws, fuck, that's a stretch. Yeah. But you don't see the snake a lot for a little while.
So it is a fair chunk into it until you actually see the actual big anaconda.
Yeah, and
a couple little small ones.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of guy with a puppet on his hand. There's full animatronics, and then full CG. Yeah, which in 1997 was extremely limited. Let's say that. Let's be kind and say
we'll say it's limited.
Extremely limited,
but. It tried its damn hardest when it had to use the CGI.
But there is a shot, I couldn't find when it was, but there is a shot when the animatronic just got water into it and just fucked up completely and went weird and wild, and that shot is in the movie. Oh. The snake just going like that.
I'd like to definitely see that because I literally just watched it 2 hours ago.
Yeah, apparently the snake's just just like that.
Fuck, good effect though.
Yeah, the animatronic looks great. The puppet's I really like the animatronic. Really, really nice. It's not a full body snake. It's just sort of that much of it.
I think in some moments it is.
Really?
Close to the end when Ice Cube and J-Lo at the last little bit.
The Last of Us.
Yeah, and
warehouses.
It's and the snake is wrapped around a massive beam and a beam falls down.
Yeah.
That looks like it's a solid piece.
Yeah, right.
Because it's very stagnant and it doesn't whip around and move as it's falling. It's like it's literally glued into place.
Yeah, right.
And I feel like that they've just used just like a massive fucking piece of foam.
Yeah, maybe I'm being too kind to the CG because I thought that was CG.
It might have been. I thought maybe that it stretched me and I went, ooh, maybe.
But
maybe.
Yeah, because it's animatronic, there's a lot of it just sort of making noise at the camera.
Yeah.
And then it cuts away and someone just like throwing a big black thing onto the boat. And that's how it attacks.
Yeah.
I love there's a moment, like one of the first reveals of the actual scale of this thing is like this massive thing. It's attacking the boat and Ice Cube pulls out like a little pocket switchblade.
Yeah.
And starts running towards it. What are you going to do with that? What are you actually going to do with that? And then he just gets fucked backwards.
Yeah.
That's just before Owen Wilson gets constricted against a pole.
Yeah.
And it's a very good sound effect. It's like...
Yeah, there are some good sound effects in this movie.
There are some ordinary ones.
Some of them are very, hey, that's very stock, straight out of the free plugins on Google.
Yeah.
For the fight scenes, I'd say the punches are those kind of punches where they
literally
they didn't take them back to a sound producer and go link up some punches. They
punch some steak, like make it sound like something.
They went onto the limited search engine that was Google back in those days and just went punch sound.
Yeah, and
it was the same ones you had for the last 30 years.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty much the same throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, basically. But no, the animatronic of the snake is brilliant to watch.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of fighting of the snake. It's a lot of running away from it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of in the water stuff, which freaks me out.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of water based.
Yeah. They go and search that boat at one point. It's all like underwater. I think it's Danny Trejo's boat from the beginning.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it's underwater. And it's just the thought of trying to get away from something while you're not even underwater, just like treading water. Yeah, that's fucking scary.
Yeah, it's not something I want to fucking deal with. It's my whole thing about like why I hate going into the ocean. Yeah, and just like my main fear of sharks. Yeah, I don't want to be knowing that. Literally, all I can do is sit there and just fucking flap about in water, and that's all I can do. And I'm in some fucking animal's domain where it just goes, I'm just going to fucking swim circles and just...
And the advice is punch it in the nose, but try and throw a punch underwater. Like,
honestly.
How far are you going to get?
Honestly, not going to happen. The shark's going to be like, cunt, what?
But yeah, the main plot thread of this story is, the documentary crew go into the Amazon, and you just assume, they'll accidentally capture the anaconda and then start chasing that. Yeah. But there's a little twist in between, which is where Jon Voight comes in. They go to rescue Jon Voight. He's pretending he's trapped. But that's a trap in and of itself. Yeah. He needs help to capture the anaconda.
Big money.
Big money in it. But he needs a team. He's obviously a slimy cunt, so he can't put a team together. He has to negotiate one pretty much by just taking
He just like the whole time through this, I'm just looking at him and listening to him. And I'm just thinking, this is what happens if you order, I literally just had, fucking hell.
The joke has absolutely fallen off the cliff.
The joke has completely gotten from me.
Are you trying to reference another actor who looks like Jon Voight?
Yeah.
I don't know anyone who looks like Jon Voight.
Just at certain parts.
Kurt Russell, maybe. Christopher Walken, maybe.
Christopher Walken.
There you go.
It's just if you order Christopher Walken off Wish.
Yeah,
this guy.
Yeah.
There's too many creepy moments in his face, and I just go, that's not okay.
Yeah. You know what's even fucked about what he looks like? More fucked about what he looks like?
Yeah.
He's Angelina Jolie's dad.
Are you fucking serious?
He's Angelina Jolie's dad.
Because doesn't he play the fucking Mr. Croft in Tomb Raider?
Probably.
I think I saw that. He played Mr. Croft in Tomb Raider. I remember.
Nobody voted for it. I wanted to watch it. I put it on like 3 You Like That extra votes.
Yeah, it just says Lara Croft is not happening.
Yeah. But Jon Voight, he's struggling with his accent and like he's trying
That's why I was losing. I'm just like, he's like trying to put on the creep factor, but at the same time he's trying to keep an accent going. I'm just not getting it.
Like a South American accent, but he can't quite pinpoint where in South America he wants to do.
He's bouncing off between Brazil, Rio, Argentina, Chile, and he's just like, bro, pick one.
But he is good, he's menacing, and then you get the 90s trope of they use Jennifer Lopez's pussy to try and throw him off his game. Yeah. She's like, I'm just going to shake my pussy lips at him a little bit and hopefully distract him. Ice Cube will pull him through a door,
fucking hilarious.
and it just doesn't fucking work at all.
I love what he does. He's like, you think I'm a fucking idiot? Then goes back in for another fucking kiss on her. And
Yeah.
it's like, you fucking sleaze.
Yeah, he's like...
Of course, like, any other movie would just instantly, he'd throw her away and then go to a fight.
Yeah, but
he's just like, nah, fuck it.
He's like, hey, while I'm here,
Yeah.
like, while you're offering.
Yeah.
Even if it is false. But yeah, I think he's a good villain. He's creepy.
Yeah, he's got enough going for him, especially by the end of it.
The performance isn't great, but the character is there.
Yeah.
You know, like, and then using the snake, just like, fuck it, just get rid of these people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we
Do
should
my
find there's also more than one big snake.
There is. And there was many sequels. They did the aliens thing. Anaconda 2 is called Anacondas, which is very cute.
Isn't it Anaconda's Hunt for the Blood Orchard?
Yes. But the joke is it's Anacondas.
Yep. Yes. And then
I don't care what the subtitle
is. And then you had straight to DVDs after that one.
Yeah, there are a few. They kept going for me a little bit.
There was something else there. There's I wanted to talk because I remember this scene very vividly. That I think looked fucking amazing. In that last fight, the Anaconda goes to swallow Jon Voight, and it pans like into the snake's mouth.
Yeah,
like looking like from the bottom out, and just like expands around him and swallows him. I thought that looked fucking excellent.
Yeah, right.
It was just a really cool scene. It was like a fucking full pink fucking thing. It was cool. Yeah. It looked cool.
I like that. All right, so we got
practical.
Anaconda. We got Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. Anaconda 3, Offspring. Yeah. Anacondas, Trail of Blood. These went in. And then Lake Placid vs. Anaconda, which was in 2015.
Yeah.
I could have sworn these all happened like in the late 90s. The sequel didn't come till 2004.
Yeah. It took its fucking time. It took its time.
I'm going to guess they're all bad, right?
Well, the Lake Placid vs. Anacondas is literally like... most people should remember the Lake Placid movie. It was your big first like croc monster movie.
I remember.
Then their sequel, they had Lake Placid 2.
Yeah.
Which was straight to DVD. The DVD cover looks like it was made for $4.50 on Fiverr.
Okay.
And then they went and made the crossover movie.
Yeah.
Just straight into the Monsterverse. There are rumblings, though, that we are getting a reboot for Anaconda, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
That
would not surprise
2020. Me. Some company said it was going to be in development.
Yeah.
With someone set to write.
It's been this long. Visual effects have gotten better.
Yeah, I mean, you can give it a crack.
Depending on how much money you put behind it.
Yep. Well, if it's a big studio and it'll throw enough at it.
Yeah.
But it will be complete CGI. There won't be any animatronic.
Yeah, 100%. Whoever's working on it saw Jungle Cruise and went, oh.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I need a new story.
Yeah, we need another
Fuck
script.
it, we're going to Germany.
Just find another script lying around and put a snake in it. Fuck it.
That's what they do with snakes on a plane, isn't it?
That's what they did with snakes on a plane. What was I going to say? Ice Cube's first line, he says, it's a nice day or it's a good day or whatever. That's one of his songs.
Oh, is it?
I don't know. I don't know anything about rappers.
Neither do I.
Yeah, but Jennifer Lopez being in it is very strange.
It is so weird.
Obviously, if Hollywood was pushing her to have a career, why did they put her in this? Like, this is a very early role for Jennifer Lopez. And she was huge at the time. Like, this is peak Jennifer Lopez in terms of music, not in terms of acting.
Yeah.
And her acting never took off. Like, nobody wanted her.
Yeah, no, she just kind of did little bits here and there.
She did Jiggly.
It's all the same
Ben
with
Affleck.
Owen Wilson as well, really. You know, that was sort of him getting into the big time Hollywood
because after this he had fucking Shanghai movies and stuff. Like,
really took it from there. It's the same. Like all these movies, they always seem to have those now big time actors, but back then were like this was like their start. It's like last week with Scarlett Johansson in Eight-Legged Freaks,
Paul Rudd in Halloween 4, like
Jennifer Aniston in Leprechaun.
Actually, it might have been like Halloween 7 or some shit. But Paul Rudd was in one of his first roles as one of the Halloween sequels. But yes, I get your point.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's just like it's the easiest stepping point for them to get into. But then somehow, regardless of how shit that horror or monster movie was, they just get a fucking boost up and they go.
And because horror it's a gambling game. Like you make it cheap, could get a huge return. You put a bit more money into it, could still get a huge return, or it could break even.
Yeah.
But, the thing with horror is, especially in 1997, everyone's going to see it.
Yeah.
You didn't have these monstrous cinemaplexes playing 24 movies at a time.
Yeah.
It was 3 or 4 movies.
Yeah, if that.
bunch of sessions a day, maybe 3 theatres in the cinema.
Yeah.
Our cinema's in the mall in Penrith, back in Penrith. I remember it very distinctly, and there was only a couple of cinemas in there. So yeah, put anyone in your movie, don't pay them much, but tell them, it's kind of, we'll pay you any exposure.
Yeah.
A lot of people are going to see Jennifer Lopez and maybe go to Sanity on the way out and buy a CD single.
Hey, very possible.
Remember the 90s? I do.
Yeah. Much better times than now.
God, I love the 90s.
Yeah, there was such good things going on back then.
But yeah, I don't really have much more else to say about the movie Anaconda. It's all right. It's
it's just a fun little movie, really.
I know why it got bad reviews, but it's fun. It's just a bit of fun.
It is just a bit of fun, and it's that one where the company really had a red hot go at it. They knew they weren't doing like what the sequels were doing, and just fucking just putting a little bit of money out there, going, make something out of it.
When you see that Spawn came out in the same year, and you see how bad that is,
yeah,
you're just like, fucking thank God this movie looks like this and is what it is.
That's the thing. This movie still doesn't look bad, like in any way.
I don't think it's a bad looking movie.
There's a hell of a lot of night scenes that look really well done.
Yeah.
And the daytime scenes, all of the views of the fucking tugboat going across a river look stunning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a very good looking movie. And the only really bad visual effect I can think of is when British man falls off the cliff and the snake catches him.
Yeah.
And it sort of comes towards the camera. That looks properly average because it's the sun is behind it. So it's broad fucking daylight.
Yeah.
But that's all that stands out to me as bad CG.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's
a lot more animatronic than CG.
Yeah, there really is. There really is. They really tried to hammer that part of making it realistic enough. And it's a scary looking Anaconda at the end of the day.
Yeah, fucking it's a creepy design.
Like, the eyes are fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
They're always so glowy and just like... that. Like, one of the reasons I'm so fucking scared of them. Look at that cunt's fucking eyes, man.
Which wouldn't have helped this little bit of trivia. The production was constantly disrupted. Constantly. They used that word. I couldn't find any more information because more than one cast member deathly afraid of snakes.
Fucking...
Why would you sign up to this movie?
Because, you'd think, what are the chances of fucking really running into a couple of snakes?
Yeah. But then they shot on location in Peru, so...
Yeah. You'd see that.
Happen.
You'd see the call sheet and you go, I got a flight to Peru?
Yep.
That sounds like snakes.
Yeah.
That sounds like a lot of...
And even if it's not snakes, just like horrible humid weather. Like
that'd be the first thing
it would have been a rough shoot.
Because you'd step off the plane and instantly you'd be bucketing.
Ooh, you would feel it.
And you'd be like, I did not pack well enough for this.
No. Not at all.
Not one fucking bit. But hey, these people did it.
They did it.
Probably why none of them ever came back for any sequels and why no one else wanted to do a proper sequel.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But hey, if there's one thing you can take, we didn't get a lot of snake movies after this.
Nope. Nah. Same with spiders. Like, nobody is really doing it.
Mm. Shark seems to be the one thing that people want to go back to.
I just want to keep doing it. Like,
it seems like you have more to do with snakes or spiders.
Sharks are extremely limited, I would say.
Mm.
Sharks can't invade a town.
Exactly. They got limitations, but there's always like a new movie that comes out, and it's a big production one. It's got something going for it. Like, that's not something completely stupid. Like, some of them fucking are.
Yeah.
But like, The Shallows.
Yeah.
I like The Shallows.
Yeah.
That was a really good take on a movie. And then I just saw there was a trailer for one that I just watched, and it was actually at Supernova, because it was Australian made. It's just called Great White.
Okay.
And it's a movie that's got a lot of money behind it. Like, you look at the trailer, and it looks like a proper, like, cinema grade movie.
Yeah.
And like, all Australian done and all that, and I saw it, I'm just like, that's probably going to be like a little shitty little passion project type thing. It's actually done well enough that it's getting a limited run in theaters in America now.
Yeah, nice.
So it did well enough over here, and they were like, yeah, okay, we'll give you a run over here.
Cool.
So I wouldn't mind checking that out.
Yeah.
Great White, Australia, shout out.
Yeah, I don't even have, like... I didn't even know an Anaconda reboot was happening. It just doesn't surprise me to hear it.
Yeah, no. These days, you were like, it was only a matter of time.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time for this.
I guess big snakes aren't a hot ticket. Maybe they will be one day.
Maybe they'll make a comeback.
They're going to keep remaking movies anyway, so it'll just... The wheel will turn around eventually.
As you've seen, if you've watched our Halloween review,
Yep.
originality is dead.
Yeah.
No one wants to make
Long,
original
long
movies
gone.
anymore.
But that's Anaconda.
That is Anaconda.
That is the movie Anaconda. It is, such as the curse of this show. It's been on Netflix for about 72 years.
Yep.
Went to watch it last night.
Yep.
Not on Netflix.
Yep.
Let's get it. Thank you. You like that podcast. We do that, apparently.
We up that box office just a tad in the fucking 20 years past its date.
You know what else we do?
What else
Main
we do?
show.
Yes.
On Sundays, the audio drops. On Tuesdays, the video drops. It's here on this channel. This week, we're jumping back into the MCU
We're
soon.
Going third movie into phase 4.
Only 2 weeks ago, we were back in the MCU.
Yep.
After a fucking 2-year break, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
It feels
now
like it.
2 weeks later, we're back in again.
Yep. Full swing.
Full swing, so we'll do a full non-spoiler and spoiler review of the Eternals.
Yes.
And there's also news and questions as part of that
There
show.
is
It's
a
much
good
meatier.
chunk because,
Meatier
spoilers
show.
for that, we got a big trailer for Morbius.
We did indeed. And that's in our link tree.
Yes.
I forgot how to segue again. Right down below in the description of anywhere you're listening or watching, the link tree's there. It'll take you everywhere we are. Wherever you want to listen, we're there.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Hard to escape us.
Wherever you do listen, please leave a like, subscribe, review, comment, whatever it is you do on that platform. It's very, very helpful in the algorithm game.
We think we're funny guys.
We'll be back next Thursday to do... I didn't even tell you this yet. Because I forgot to do a vote. Because we haven't done a vote in so long.
That's true, yeah.
I just completely forgot. Next week, we have to think of a new joke because No Time to Die is finally coming out, right? So
Yeah, that's not far away.
we're going to...
That's going to be next weekend.
It's next weekend.
Oh.
So a few days before that, we're going to do Daniel Craig's best James Bond movie so far. Clickbait. Casino Royale. It's his debut as 007.
Fuck yes.
We're going to jump in.
Revisit him. I have a fucking reason to now.
We're going to jump in. So that'll be next Thursday, audio and video. On this episode, and on that episode, and on all the other previous episodes, and on the main show, have I forgotten something, or am I going to do the
just
outro?
waiting for you to outro. Yeah, go for it. Go
My
for it.
name's Jack. I'm one half of the You Like That Extra
Wow.
podcast.
Yeah, so my name is Adam, and I have also been the other half of the You Like That Extra podcast.
Insert funny name joke here. We'll see you next week.
Sell.
Bye. What a mess.